9:30 this morning, it went out to over 8.2 million people. So that was a really big achievement for all of us. I also want to thank every one of you for turning up today to help make a difference. Change can only happen when people strive together to strive for change. At every previous Hen Harrier Day, I have spoken generally about the persecution of hen harriers and other upland wildlife. I have joined the voices in calling for an end to the legal persecution of raptors. This year, though, it is much more personal. This year, though, I want to share a true story with you. This year, I want to tell you about a young hen harrier called Finn. Back in 2015, I was a panellist in the Young Green Britain debate run by Ecotricity at the WOMAD Festival. It was an amazing experience. What that day led to was an incredible journey. During my time at WOMAD, I met up with Ecotricity's founder, Dale Vince. I told Dale all about the plight of the hen harriers and how they were almost extinct as a breeding bird in England. He was instantly engaged, so I pushed it further. I asked Dale if Ecotricity would consider sponsoring a satellite tag for one of the following year's chicks. A few weeks after the WOMAD Festival, I was contacted by Ecotricity to confirm that they'd be happy to sponsor a satellite tag as part of the RSPB's Life project. It was then an anxious wait to see how many chicks would hatch in 2016. Finally, in July 2016, I received the news that a female hen harrier named Finn had been satellite tagged. Finn then successfully fledged from a nest in Northumberland with the satellite tag on board to track her progress. Normally, a freshly fledged hen harrier would hang around its breeding site for a while, but not Finn. She showed determination from the start, and shortly after fledging, she had crossed the Scottish border and then stayed in Scotland and overwintered in South Ayrshire. Once she had fledged, I received regular 2-weekly updates on her progress. Every time this email was slightly late, for very valid reasons each time. I would start to worry that maybe she'd just become another statistic. She'd just become one of the many hen harriers that seemed to disappear over our uplands. My heart wanted to see Finn soar, but my head told me to be realistic about her chances of survival. Finn made life particularly worrying for us, as she chose to spend a lot of time in and around the notorious Lead Hills estate. However, at the start of the 2017 breeding season, some amazing news came through from the RSPB Skydancer team. I will read you the email I received. I bring some excellent news on Finn. She has a nest on Lead Hills. Her data over the last week had her fixed to the same area, and it was looking really likely that she might have been on a nest. So some of the Scottish team headed out to the area yesterday and saw her indeed rise up out of a nest, take food from her mate, eat a meal, and return to her nest. This is really exciting news, to have a tagged female hen harrier on a nest while she's not even a year old yet. Unusually for a hen harrier, Finn bred in her first year and successfully raised one chick. The satellite tag came into its own during this time, as the Skydancer team were quickly able to locate Finn and monitor her progress safely to reduce the risk of illegal persecution. Throughout the rest of 2017, we continued to get the regular updates on Finn's progress as she headed away from her breeding grounds. She survived the very cold winter months, and as spring approached, I was hopeful she might breed again. I remember so clearly the day the news came through. Everything seemed to lose its shine that day. Everything seemed a little duller. I received the update I had always dreaded. This was the first line. Apologies for the delay in an update about Finn, but it means that I have some rather terrible news. The news I received was that a satellite tag had stopped transmitting on the 25th of March 2018. Up until that point, the data from her tag suggested that she was alive and well. Her last known position was in southwest Scotland near Moffat. She was ranging quite far in the final weeks, mostly over southwest Scotland, and never settling in one place for too long. She even visited her 2017 breeding grounds. I will never know what happened to her. If she had died of natural causes, there was no need for a satellite tag to stop transmitting so suddenly. Finn for me was a beacon of hope. I always knew that following Finn's journey would be a roller coaster of emotions, and I always felt that she was probably living on borrowed time. But she seemed to soar through all the challenges that came her way. In the short time that we followed her, we went through every emotion possible, from the excitement of knowing she had safely fledged, to the nagging worries that she was settling in high-risk areas. And then, of course, the worst news of all. As UK hen harrier numbers continued to fall, with illegal persecution being high up the list of reasons, she was a vital part in the future of population recovery hopes. She made an important difference by breathing in her first year, but her luck ran out way too soon. Just 2 years was nowhere near enough time. But she won't ever just be another statistic. Her life mattered. She mattered to me. Thank you for listening.